This video is for information and educational purposes only. First of all, I have to say I have watched a lot of videos on YouTube to fix this problem, and unfortunately none of them helped me because all of the videos were simply saying all you got to do is to change the washer. So in this video I will show you how to identify what could be the problem and various different solutions that you could apply. As you can see, my kitchen tap is dripping, and if it's dripping from the main pipe as shown on the screen, that means there is something wrong with the cartilage of your handle and not just the washer. So if the leak was from the sides, that is from the handles, then changing the washer could fix the problem. But because the dripping is from the spout, it means that the cartilage is damaged, either physically or it has got some dirt in between. First, we need to find out whether it is a cold or hot cartilage that's damaged. In order to do that, if you have got a combi boiler, you need to go to your boiler and turn off the water flow to the boiler. As you can see, at the bottom of my boiler there is a valve that I can turn in order to stop the flow of the water. Now let hot water from your kitchen tap to run for some time and then wait and see whether the dripping continues or not. You might have to wait some time to make sure there was no leftover hot water to cause the dripping. So if the dripping has stopped after turning off the water to the boiler, then it means your hot water handle cartilage is the one that's damaged. If the water continues dripping even though you have turned off the water to the boiler, then that means the cold cartilage handle is damaged. The next step is to turn off the isolation valve. Isolation valve is usually located beneath the sink. My isolation valve was hidden behind the waste pipe. So look carefully to find your isolation valve. When the valve's screw is in the vertical position, that means the valve is on. To turn it off, simply take a screwdriver and insert it into the valve and turn it clockwise to make it horizontal. Once you make it horizontal, the valve turns off. That means now the tap is isolated from the water supply. Once again, turn on your tap to make sure all the water is drained. Every tap is different and there are different mechanisms to get the cartilage out. On my tap there is a cap that I took it out by turning the screw on the cap and taking it out. As you can see inside, there is a screw that you got to unscrew using a screwdriver. There is also an attachment in here, as you can see, that you can turn to loosen it up, but that's not where the handle is actually stuck. The main trick in here was that I was supposed to pull the handle with force after removing the screw, and the amount of force that I was supposed to apply was so much that I thought that I'm missing something. You could also put a cloth on the handle and then use your hammer and hit gently on the handle to try to pull it out while still holding the tab with your other hand. Luckily, after some struggle, I was able to take it out, but unfortunately I didn't record that part of the video and I don't want to try again to take it out. Another very important point: if you bought a standard cartilage and you try to insert it in, it might fit in from one end, but unfortunately the other end where the handle is supposed to go might be a different mechanism and it might not fit, as was the case with regards to my tap. So if your cartilage is not a standard cartilage, then what you could do is to buy a pair of handles So by simply replacing the handles, you could fix your dripping tap. Now make sure to turn back on the isolation valve underneath the sink, as well as hot water to the boiler, and hopefully now your kitchen tap is not dripping anymore, and this video helps you to solve this problem. If it did, please let me know in the comments below which of the tips in this video helped you.